Good evening, Karina Carvalho with ABC News. The Prime Minister has rejected expert advice on imposing a market price on coal-fired power. It came as he argued with state and territory leaders over a report from the chief scientist warning of a looming energy crisis. Political editor Chris Uhlmann.
Australia's leaders gathered in an unseasonably cold capital.
Oh, windy Canberra.
To grapple with a hot topic.
Australian households and businesses are feeling the pain from higher electricity prices.
The chief scientist briefed them on the energy trilemma, how to ensure a secure and reliable electricity supply at an affordable price while cutting carbon emissions.
Go all right? Yep, thank you.
He says the march of the electricity sector away from fossil fuels is underway. 9 coal-fired power stations have closed since 2012 and 4,000 megawatts of wind power has been added. But wind's variability halves its real value to the electricity network and threatens the system's reliability. South Australia, with 40% of its power now wind generated, is already exposed to the challenges associated with the transition. And the Finkel review adds, if we do not act soon, the rest of the national electricity market will also face security issues relating to declining coal generation and limited gas supply. Nothing less than a national commitment to these system integration challenges is required.
I am saddened today that we have not been able to agree.
But this group of leaders is a long way from securing national commitments across a host of issues.
I think we all need to do more than talk about family violence leave.
A frustrating lack of urgency on economic reform.
Nowhere was there less harmony than in dissecting the chief scientist's interim report on electricity.
But in the last 6 years, household energy prices have risen by 61%.
One part of the Finkel report looks dead before delivery.
It was disappointing to see earlier this week the Prime Minister rule out an emissions intensity scheme as being part of the work that could occur.
Malcolm Turnbull reiterated his opposition today.
An emissions intensity scheme involves imposing a cost.
But it would drive investment from coal to baseload gas, and that would stabilise the rise of renewable energy.
What Dr Finkel said very clearly today is that gas is absolutely vital as we do this transition.
And despite warnings that the nation faces gas shortages, some states won't develop it.
We have a moratorium, not a ban, on conventional onshore, and we're getting our chief scientist to look at those matters properly and appropriately.
This is a debate strangled by ideology and cant. Some on the left refuse to admit that there are challenges integrating renewables onto the grid or to countenance gas as a transitional fuel, while some on the right refuse to permit a system that would make gas cost competitive. The risk of an energy crisis is rising. Chris Uhlmann, ABC News, Canberra.